Vinland Saga Season 2 is everything I never thought it would be, but maybe that's a good thing.
Like so many, Vinland Saga drew me in instantly. The grotesque violence depicted in each war scene, the intense rock music from the opening, and the unquenched thirst for revenge of our main protagonist. Vinland Saga Season 1 gave me everything I desired out of an anime. So when watching Season 2 unfold, I had become disappointed. It lacked the incredible pacing, stunning choreographed fights, and the theme of political drama from Season 1 that ultimately raised the anime to such incredible heights. However, when with the bias I have for Season 1 altogether, I came to a realization that Vinland Saga Season 2 is deeper than you think it is. Okay, so before we delve into the main message of Season 2, I think it's important to discuss the primary reason why so many were attracted to Vinland Saga in the first place, and that is men's romanticization of physical violence. Removing this show for a quick minute, one can see the gravitational pull violence has on men. From action stars like Keanu Reeves, Daniel Craig, or heck even Jean-Claude Van Damme, it's easy to see that Hollywood has figured out how to attract the male audience. They use the male gaze as leverage and usually write characters that are driven by intense feelings of revenge. Vinland Saga Season 1 is no different.
The story follows a young and cheerful boy named Thorfinn who is plummeted into a world of unforgiving violence following the murder of his father. This boy then vows revenge on that exact individual by deciding to join Askeladd's crew. Here he would complete Askeladd's deeds in exchange for an opportunity to duel. Askeladd, not worried about his opponent, uses this opportunity to create a mighty warrior he could use by taking advantage of the intense hate within Thorfinn.
This plot, while inherently simplistic, works for one reason. It gives us a motive for the violence we wish to ensue onto the world and onto Askeladd, as it plays to our innate desire for physical violence. Now, that's a rather bold statement, so I want to provide some anecdotal evidence. Now, I'm not sure about each of you, but ever since I can remember, that need for physical violence has always been there.
I don't want peace. I want problems, always!
I recall as a teenager that deep and frustrating anger within, and I wanted nothing more than to figure out ways on how to take it out. I would choose contact sports over like boxing, over those like soccer. I would wrestle with my brother when he would get on my nerves, and I would perform some devastating power bombs on him. And whenever I was angry, my first resort was to handle it through physical means.
Well, if you care to come a bit closer, we can discuss things of another nature.
As I got older and slightly wiser, I looked for more empirical evidence to support my claim. Men love violence. I discovered that testosterone is linked to aggression, and the more you have, the more you're likely to exhibit that trait. I spoke to other men, especially those who love contact sports such as MMA, and more or less the same words uttered from their mouths. Violence, violence, violence.
So, is this what men are by nature? Creatures only capable of hurting others? Well, Season 2 of Vinland Saga showed me otherwise. Thorfinn in Season 2 is immediately shocking. The boy who was once mad for revenge and capable of killing those who came before him bore no resemblance. He was still quiet but yet seemed empty, and when challenged, mistreated, and even tortured, he would simply accept what was given to him. When questioned about his feelings, he answered that he had none. And perhaps this is a result for those whose purpose is only fueled by revenge. Once that is filled, or in this case raw from you, there is simply nothing left. Nothing but an empty vessel.
But this isn't the show's point. The show's point isn't some overused trope of revenge is bad. Instead, it attempts to dig deeper. It poses the question that once the fuel of revenge that pushed you so far is utterly and completely gone, what will you do? And what is your vessel without it?
But an empty vessel means it can start anew, a white canvas that can be painted in any direction. The words that Askeladd gave to Thorfinn was that you mustn't attempt to escape your past, but instead, you must carry on the weight of your past sins, all while working towards a better path, the path of a true warrior.
These words sat with me as I wrestled with them to understand its meaning. Did it mean that we as men become pacifists or willingly emasculate ourselves in order to fight off our carnal nature? Again, as I got older and slightly wiser, I discovered that men can be so much more, that the violence that exists within us all can be used for good. I thought about depictions of good masculine role models such as Mufasa from The Lion King, who mangles the hyenas in order to protect his son. Or more fittingly for this video, I thought about Thorfinn's father, the very person who fought tooth and nail to protect those he loved. And despite knowing that his life would come to an end, he had but one last message for his overly emotional son. I think season 2 perfectly captures the emotional torment of a man who was once consumed with hatred and who must now come face to face with his past sins. It poses a question to me, to you, just as it did to Thorfinn, that once that hatred is gone, what will you do with your vessel? Will you return to the pit of everlasting hate and violence? Or will you seek the path of a true warrior?
Suck!